I don't cut corners. If I can't do something, I'll tell you up front. If I screw up, I'll tell you. But telling somebody to live below your means is almost inhumane. I never felt good doing it. I wanted to strive to do better every day. I want to do better every day. But when I make $1 million, I keep $1 million. Unfortunately, our school system teaches kids that if you make mistakes, you're stupid. And in real life, the people that make the most mistakes are the smartest people.
Robert Kiyosaki and his 10 rules of greatness. Check him out.
This is career. Okay, or I'm going to start my own business. And this is the chart here, which we've seen. This is the cash flow quadrant, book number 2. E is employee. S is small business, self-employed, or a specialist like a doctor, lawyer, web designer. B is big business, 500 employees or more. And I is professional investor. The big mistake I see young people make is they focus here. And the words are, I want to do what I love. That's the track. You see, in real life, sometimes you have to do what you hate. Like, people think I like to write books. I hate writing books. But it fills my purpose in life. It's not my passion, my purpose in life. Because my purpose was to get here. I had to learn what I didn't want to learn. I had sometimes to do what I hated. I had to learn about taxes. I had to learn about debt. I had to take classes. I had to learn about insurance. So I was doing a lot of things I hated doing so I could come over here. These guys never do this because they live their passion. I want my passion. So the big mistake for young people is I'm going to do what I love, which is fine over here. But what do you love the most? Well, I loved my freedom. So I always look at failure as an opportunity to learn and get bigger. Unfortunately, our school system teaches kids that if you make mistakes, you're stupid. And in real life, the people that make the most mistakes are the smartest people. You look at when I play golf. You know, I go out there and I practice, but I don't practice 1/100th of practice making mistakes. You practice to make mistakes, right? So guys like Tiger Woods, this guy Jordan Spieth, McIlroy, they've made more mistakes than I ever will. So the guys that make the most mistakes in life win, except in school, because you get punished for making mistakes. She says, if you're going to be successful in your life, you've got to find the best teachers. And so with that, when my poor dad said, go seek out your rich dad, I was just following her advice. And today, that's why you and I know Jim Rickards and Nomi Prinz and all these people. They're the guys that actually came from the inside, just like you, from the inside the machine. And they know what's going on. And they tell the world what's going on. So I've had a habit ever since then, or a policy, if I find out there's a great teacher, and a great teacher is somebody who comes from the inside, not the outside. But when I make $1 million, I keep $1 million. And the reason is because I don't make it by working for money. See, if you work for money, you're taxed. So that's why lesson number 1 in Rich Dad, Poor Dad is the rich don't work for money. What we do instead is we create businesses as entrepreneurs. We acquire real estate. I don't invest in the stock market. Okay? So the reason is because as entrepreneurs, I have more control over my income, how much I make, and how much I pay in taxes. I'm a different person than you are. We're all different. I have different likes and dislikes. I study things different than you study. We all are different. But my study has been debt. I don't save money. I borrow money. Now, most people would say, get out of debt. And that's good advice because most people haven't had the training I've had. So as I said yesterday, is when the markets crashed in 2007, my partners and I, including my wife, we borrowed nearly $500 million, or $500 million, because interest rates were dropping. So as people were getting out of the markets, we were getting in. Do you understand that? Different people, different strokes. So if you will dedicate your life to getting smart financially, you can have anything you want, but you have to dedicate. If you don't want to dedicate, then just go back here and save money and invest in a retirement plan. And that's what most people do.
The other thing with when people say live below your means, and I think when you say to somebody live below your means, you wipe their spirit out. It's like saying somebody, if you want to lose weight, go on a starvation diet. It doesn't make you healthier to starve yourself. So I would rather get financially educated. That's why I read your books, because this is my greatest asset. I want to feed my brain so that I can expand my means without getting into excessive debt or where I start to lose. Because debt, like I say, is a two-edged sword. But telling somebody to live below your means is almost inhumane. I never felt good doing it. I wanted to strive to do better every day. I want to do better every day. I liked a good life. Like I tell the story of taxiing underneath your jet. You know, I was in my jet, but it was a little Learjet. And I look up and there's a 727, and I taxi under it. I said, "Holy mackerel!" You know, it's big boys and their toys, but nonetheless, it inspired me. I said, "Okay, I'm in a Learjet now. It's time to step up." And it doesn't mean the jet will make me happier. What makes me happier is the wanting to get better, to get smarter, to do better.
So it's always personal development is what I'm saying, because the more I work on Kiyosaki, the better I am communicating out here. But if I'm my normal Marine Corps self, it doesn't work either. So I always say to people, it's your mental skills, how do you control your thoughts, emotion, because I have a bad temper. When I lose my temper, nobody likes me. So emotion. And then it's physical skills. If I look like a bag of dirt and I'm not strong, people pick up on that. Health is important, all that. And then spiritual. I don't cheat on my wife. I don't cheat on my customers. I don't cheat people. I don't cut corners. If I can't do something, I'll tell you up front. If I screw up, I'll tell you. Do you know what I mean? I mean, as you and I know, there's a lot of scum out there who are entrepreneurs. But they have bad personal skills. They have bad responsibility skills. They're not legal, ethical, moral, and spiritual. If you want to stay small, be the smartest guy on the block. And that's why most accountants, most attorneys, most doctors never get rich. It's because they're too narrow. They're experts in toenail removal or something, you know what I mean? Or my attorney, that poor guy is an A student, but he knows jack about outside of that. Whereas I flunked out high school twice because I can't write. It's irony that I'm a writer today. But the reason I'm pretty good is because in the military, we're taught to be generalists, not specialists. So when I sit down with my team, I have accountants, I have attorneys, I have media guys, I have IT guys, I have graphic designers and all this. So I operate as a team, since I don't know anything. So in actuality, being a great entrepreneur means I could be the laziest guy and I can know the least. But I have to have a very smart team, which is the ring finger around me. So because I was never smart, I had respect for people who are smart. And a lot of times I meet A students and they think they're the smartest guys on planet Earth. And that lack of respect is what keeps them small. And that's what most corporate guys want to do. Stay small, you gotta climb that corporate ladder, you gotta beat the other guy to win the job, and it's all that stuff. It's not the way an entrepreneur really works. It's corporate. It's school system. You gotta beat out for the grades, you gotta have the best grades. I don't have to be the best, but I have to hang out with the best. My attitude is this: if you're going to be a real entrepreneur, you have to be a lifelong learner. I am studying, learning constantly. I never stop. And that's my competitive advantage. But also my core advisor team, we never stop together. I have my accountants, my attorneys, my bankers and all that, we study together. We don't play golf, we don't drink beer, we study. Because study is the way you win. But you have to know what you're studying, because what you put in here, garbage in, garbage out, right? So as an entrepreneur, be very careful who your teacher is, because they can either kill your spirit or increase your spirit. very simple. When people ask me, how do I stop it? I just say, never say, I can't afford it. Ask yourself, how can I? The reason I have so much money is because I don't say I can't do it. I just go, how can I do it? And I just go and do it. I make a lot of mistakes, but that's how I learn. How can I? The poor people, like my poor dad, always said I can't afford it. Do you think I'm made of money? I'm a school teacher. I can't do that. And I picked that up. And my rich dad never said those words. So when I meet poor people, they use the words I can't a lot. So the people that say I can't afford it, I can't do this, I can't get to college, the rich are evil, I choose not to participate in that. Right, when I borrowed $300 million, I couldn't do it until I went to ask. And I got turned down so many times. I said, and every time I showed the banker my financials, and he'd go, sorry. I said, look, do me a favor. Why did you turn me down? And he'd tell me, this is out, the numbers are out here. So if I get these numbers fixed, can I come see you again? He goes, sure. So it's called rejection. Same as my wife rejected me for 6 months. It's just a matter of personal willpower, which is spiritual. Just saying, if they can do it, I can do it.
Robert Kiyosaki was an influential person to me. I read his Rich Dad, Poor Dad when I was maybe 19, 20, maybe 21 years old. It helped me generate a lot of money in the real estate business. So check out his 10 Rules of Greatness. Go read his book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and hopefully you'll learn something and you too can level up your success by learning from successful people and their behaviors. Take care.